So what's up, woohoo? Where are we at today?
Today we are at Holcomb Valley. It's up by Bear Mountain, Bear Lake, and we are on this trail called the Gold Fever OHV Trail.
Okay, what's Gold Fever OHV Trail? Is it like supposed to...
Back in the day, in the 1860s, a guy named William Holcomb, he was one of the first ones through here on the Gold Rush piece. And so there's lots of different sites along this whole entire trail that we're going to stop and visit and show you what happened back in the Western days and the old days. So
Very
hang
cool.
on and check it out.
Okay, cool. Let's go check it out. Okay, so what is behind you now on this trail?
Okay, this is very interesting, but very sad and kind of depressing as well too. But this is Hangman's Tree here on the site for the Gold Fever OHV Trail, and it's very creepy back here. We're all by ourselves. This is where the bad people back in the 1860s, when the gold rush was going on, robbers and horse thieves and gamblers who couldn't pay their debts and so on and so forth. So just imagine for a second either being the guy who's getting hung in the tree, the people who are having to hang him, or all the people who are standing out here watching as it happens. So very somber kind of place. Got the ghost meter in my pocket, and I'm going to turn it on and let's see if we just happen to get anything.
Yeah, I got the chills just walking up to the tree.
Feels
like
very weird.
Chills
here.
down my spine just knowing
check out that tree.
How many hundreds of people met their maker in this tree. It's crazy and eerie. So what's up with the ghost meter?
Okay, so I just turned it on.
Okay.
Here, you take the dog. Let me walk for a second.
Are you going over to the tree?
No yet.
I'll go to the tree.
Here, I'll go to the tree.
Okay, so you got your ghost meter out. And we're right on. Oh my gosh, I just feel so creepy just being right underneath the tree.
I just had a couple of blips. Very short ones, and then it went away. Went to yellow.
If any spirits are here, we mean you no harm. Yeah, I just feel creepy just being next to the tree. Like, I don't even need the ghost meter to go off. You can just feel the energy in this place. Crazy. Should go to our next stop on the Gold Fever Trail. Okay, so we've made it to Jonathan Tibet's Grasshopper Quartz Mill, which is stop number 4 on the trail. And you walk 300 yards back here. There is an old water pump that you can see, but this is basically where they used to ground the gold ore that they got from John Bull Mine. And that's where all that took place here. So we're gonna walk up and see if there's anything interesting up here at the water pump, and then we'll continue back on the trail. So unfortunately, I did not find the old water pump, but I doubt it was that interesting anyway. However, we are going to move on to our next stop on the Gold Fever Trail. Gizmo, are you ready for the next stop on Gold Fever Trail? Gizmo, are you ready? Okay, let's go. We're getting some activity on the ghost meter there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, waiting for it to go back up. It was all the way doing the yellows, oranges, up to the reds. Now it's kind of gone back to just staying green. If you're still here, it might be focusing on trying to make a noise because that's the what I had asked it to do. Oh, thank you. You're so smart.
Oh, wow. It's like talking to you.
Mm-hmm. Was your name Jonathan Tibbetts? Mm-hmm. Did you used to have some kind of mill here? Maybe it was called Grasshopper?
I think you lost them at Jonathan Tibbetts.
Not Jonathan. Is this William Holcomb? That'd be so cool if that was him.
Well, that's cool. Well, I guess we're going to venture on to our next stop now, huh?
Yep.
Okay, let's go check it out. All right, so the next stop on the Gold Fever Trail is Two Gun Bill Saloon. So this is actually a lie that they told people back in the mid-1800s. This is not the real Two Gun Bill's Saloon. This was a fake. The real one is 1.5 miles from here. So, but apparently that they told the lie so many times that the locals even started to believe that this was Two Gun Bill's saloon. So the old structure is no longer here. It's just the remnants of the log cabin that we're going to see. So let's go see what is left and remaining of the, what was a white lie and not really the world famous Two Gun Bill's saloon. And it looks like there's not much left of it at all. But pretty cool to stand here and know what kind of history happened here, and the Old West pioneers that came in for a drink after a hard day work in the mines, probably would be my guess. And there it is. So there's not actually a whole lot to see at this site, but this is site poster number 6. And this is actually a very cool stop, even though there's nothing here. This is where the original gold panning that Holcomb did, and he found the purest gold ever recorded in California in what is a stream that's usually not very visible from here. But I can't walk too far. You can see the ominous clouds up here. We're trying to fight the weather, but very cool history. So 1861 to 1862, because of his discovery of the gold here, there was thousands of claims that were staked here on the land and the gold and mining. It was very easy to lay a claim, not so easy to guard it. So we'll move on to the next stop on the trail, which is going to be a cabin. Okay, our next stop on the Gold Fever OHV Trail is the Belleville Cabin. This is not an original cabin that was here. It's actually a representation of what the miners would hastily put together to live in out in the outskirts of all of the mining and the other activity. And here in the valley, this is actually where they had a lot of the old housing and saloons where it did exist once upon a time. So if you can imagine the valley full, a lot of thievery, gambling going on. It was a very rich history in the not so lawful. So pretty cool little place to visit, and we're gonna go check out this little cabin that they have here and see what the representation looks like. It's very small, and it looks like a lot of people have signed it in here. It's kind of cool. So this is something similar to what they would have lived in. Very cool little spot. And then if you walk a little bit further, there is an ore grinder, I believe, down here somewhere. We'll continue on the trail and see if we can find it. Not sure if there's really anything down here or not. Well, there is a mile marker, a post marker, number 8. So this is where they did, it was called an I'm probably not going to say it right, an astray something. It was actually introduced, it was an old Mexican grinder for the gold ore, and that's what this whole foundation is with this too coming up. So again, very cool history, kind of cool to imagine what this place probably used to look like. Okay, and next stop is Ross's grave. And so this is a grave site that was pretty peculiar, and the man died. No one knows who Ross really was, only that his name was Ross. He was killed by a tree when it fell down accidentally. And they took the time to bury him, which this is the unusual part for back in those days in this type of town. Someone took the time to actually put a picket fence around his burial plot, and he was buried right on the site, right on the spot where he died. So it's a very peculiar little thing. There is no longer the picket fence because people have come along and destroyed it, of course. But there is still the gravesite and the burial back here. And there is still the story of Ross. So here we are at the actual gravesite itself. And Mom has the ghost meter. We're going to see if we can fire off any activity here. This is right where good old Ross, whoever he was buried on the spot after his tragic accident. Ghost meter? Let's see if we get anything. Ross, hello. If you're here, can you say hello? And oh my, hello to you too. And I'm sorry about your tragic accident. You met your fate by a tree, I hear. That accurate? It's like I'm having a conversation, Mom. Yeah. So, Ross, I hope that you rest in peace. Thanks for your conversation. Thanks for your time. Very cool. Nice to meet you. Peace out. Next stop on the trail, Pygmy Cabin. And this is going to be the remnants of the cabin when we get there. It apparently was very unusual. It was destroyed by a fire in 1983, but when it did stand in its day, the cabin was 6 foot tall to the peak of the roof, and the door openings were only 4 foot tall. There was questions surrounding whether the person was very tiny that lived there, or whether or not it was just a rush job because the winter came too soon. But either or, it's the remnants of the cabin of someone who used to live back here in the Holcomb Valley days. We'll see what's left of the cabin here in a moment. As you can see, we've made it to the Pygmy Cabin site, which it looks like there is a placard and a little bit maybe of the foundation left of the log cabin, but it was mostly destroyed by a fire in 1983, so not much does remain. And there's the original fireplace. That's pretty cool. Cabin destroyed in 1983, however, it was from the 1800s, from the Holcomb Valley days, so pretty cool. Just for fun, before we leave the Pygmy Cabin site, we're going to get the ghost meter out again. Let's check it out and see if we get any activity. We're not seeing anything around the cabin. Oh my. I take that back. There's lots of activity here. I didn't mean to insult you. My apologies. I'm not sure what your name is because it didn't say who lived at Pygmy Cabin on the brochure thing. So I'm not sure, but whoever you are, it's nice to meet you.
Michael Henderson.
No, that's who restored the project.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not who lived at Pygmy Cabin. Well, thank you for the introduction and the bump up on the meter. It's always nice to meet a new ghost.
Hey guys, so we made it to a place called Metzger Mine, and we are at a place where we have the gold vein over here on the side that we're going to show to you, and take a look at it, and let's go see.
Yep, it's a quartz vein, gold-bearing quartz vein, and it's just pretty neat little entrance, huh?
Yeah, let's go check it out. And your appropriate footwear.
Right. I'm in my appropriate footwear, she said. This is when I'm hiking in the woods into abandoned mines in in my sandals as I trip right there. Oh wow, this is very cool though. So, oh, you can really feel the cold air. Okay, I'll feel sturdy enough. Oh my. Okay, what did I do? Did you get that flashlight?
No.
Are you serious?
I'm positive.
Oh no, I left it. Okay.
I already told you I left mine.
Oh no.
I got nothing in my pocket.
Hold on.
Let me go get one.
Let me just see. Just hold on a minute. Yeah, I'm not going that far in there anyway.
Yeah, that's an appropriate footwear too. Well,
No, but I'm just not going to go that far in here. Because it's an abandoned mine.
I don't care. I want to go in.
So this is the inside of the mine. You can kind of see the stuff blowing with the air current. It's weird. If you watch the dust on, can you see it on the camera?
Yep, I can. That's cool.
So you can see the airflow, but yeah, I'm not willing to go walking through it. And actually, Mom, this part is closed off down there.
Okay.
So there's nowhere to go down there.
What's this one? Just circled over to the closed area.
Yeah, it goes down. It's closed too down there. Looks like.
That's cool though.
But it is really
I
neat.
can at least go inside to see a bit of the mine.
Yeah. So, and here we go, walking back out. That's Metzger Mine. And apparently they found gold in these there hills. So this is not part of the actual Gold Town tour, but it is on Holcomb Valley Road. And it's when you're coming out past the last stops, past the mines that you get to view. This is an incredible view of the valley. I don't know how well you guys can see all that, but it's amazing. So I really hope that you guys liked our video and the tour of the Gold Fever OHV Trail. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow us. Thanks, guys.